it's Lucy and welcome to my April monthly reset. Tucker's here to help. He's always here to help. I did one of these last month and honestly I'm pretty surprised at how much people seem to like it. So that is encouraging me in two ways of doing these videos, and also doing these videos forces me to do that monthly reset, all the stuff that I do in it, so that I stay on top of it, or at least don't let myself fall as far behind. Right, Tucker? So yes, here's the to-do list right over Tucker's butt. This month, I made a Canva template. The first thing, as usual, is the new desktop background. Tucker really loves it, as you can see. I just picked a picture from Canva again. Honestly, I really do like Canva. They do not sponsor me. I wish they would, because then I could afford to pay for the pro version. But yeah, I'll link it down below if you're interested. The next thing is my 1 hour clean. Like I described in the last video, this isn't like a super deep clean, but it's just getting higher traffic areas of my house cleaner than they were before and time boxing it so that I don't have to spend all day doing it. Now that I've somewhat decluttered my physical space, it's time to do a little bit of a declutter on my digital space. So for me, that means getting rid of stuff on my desktop that doesn't need to be there, getting rid of stuff in my downloads folder, because over the month I tend to download things, as we do. And the same thing goes for my phone, and I time box that to between 10 and 15 minutes. So far, desktop background, 1 hour clean, digital declutter. Next, I would like to do my bullet journal spreads. I have my regular bullet journal. This is like a traditional bullet journal. You know, I basically make a monthly spread. This was last month's, if you saw last month's monthly reset. We'll go over like my goals and stuff some more when we get to my 12-week year. But I do have some like smaller goals, smaller things that I list over here in my regular bullet journal as well. The bullet journal is really just like day-to-day stuff, and like I take stuff from my 12-week year and like list that out when I need a to-do list. Although in March I really wasn't using my bullet journal very much. I mostly just used it for random notes and stuff. So this month, like a soft goal to use my bullet journal more, because I do better when I have a daily to-do list. Right, Tucker? He loves to be involved, okay? Sorry, I know he wasn't involved at all in the last video. I think he was just sleeping all day. I also do think I started this earlier in the day, maybe last time. And also just a reminder, mostly for me, that just because it's later in the day, it doesn't mean you've wasted your whole day. You can just keep doing stuff. If you had plans to do stuff and you feel like you've wasted the day and like you look at the clock and it's 5 o'clock, maybe true story here, who knows? That doesn't mean you've wasted your day. Like, yes, that time, like, you can't get back, but yelling at yourself because you feel like you wasted your day is just wasting more time when you could just do what you feel like you couldn't get done earlier. Reminder for me and you. So back to the March to-do list. I had really 4 things on it. It's so hard to talk, I'm sorry. It was to buy printer ink, finish the React course that I mentioned in the 12-week year, make a personal website, and do my taxes. So I did 2 out of 4. I bought the printer ink literally on March 31st. I forgot that I made that a goal, and I was looking at this and I was like, well, I can check that off. Finish the React course. I overestimated how long it would take me, or underestimated, I guess. I thought it would be done with the way I had scheduled it, and it's not. So personal website, I didn't do that, but I also don't think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I thought it was a good idea. It's still a good idea. I just don't know if that's like really a great use of my time. For now, it's on the back burner. And then do my taxes. Did my taxes. Already got that it was accepted, excitedly awaiting my tax refund. And then also I did make like 2 little trackers. I did one for yoga and journaling. Yoga, I did pretty good. I did yoga 18 out of 31 days. Journaling, not so good. Did not journal once this month. So to go along with my bullet journal setup, I do want to set up a gratitude log. I want to have some kind of journaling in my life. And clearly the way I've been trying to do it hasn't been working. So maybe if I put something in here instead of like my regular like writing journal, that will at least get me to write stuff down, if that makes sense. And yeah, so that's just like my mini bullet journal wrap up review, I guess. And now I'm gonna set up for April. This is gonna be my April calendar. The calendar is just so I can see. I don't know, I don't usually put a lot of stuff on it. There's some stuff I could backfill in there, but I don't use the calendar, my bullet journal, for like actual scheduling or anything. This is from Mochi Bujo. I'm a member of her Patreon, and every month she releases like a little journaling kit. Hi, yes, so it is in fact the next day. I didn't finish this. I got a little too in my head about where I'm going with this video, what I'm doing and everything, because I just don't want it to be like exactly the same as the last one. But I decided to trudge ahead. Let me know in the comments what you look for out of monthly reset videos, just so like I can have that in the back of my mind. But for now, we will continue. So we've done my April bullet journal spread, my April reading journal spread, and I also caught up on like the March reading journal stuff because I really didn't fill it out at all last month. I wasn't able to print out the book covers, which I normally like to do because I still need ink for my printer. Now we're going to go on to the money stuff, and I will reconcile my YNAB. YNAB stands for You Need a Budget, which is the budgeting software that I use. I will have an affiliate link down below. I really like it. It does cost money, but the detailed control it provides you of your budget, you save more than that. If you use my link, you get a month free, I get a month free, everybody wins. You Need a Budget is an every dollar-based budgeting system, which means you take all the money you currently have and allocate it dollar by dollar to whatever categories you have. In order to reconcile it, I have YNAB connected to all of my bank accounts, all of my credit cards, stuff like that. And every time I make a transaction, it gets recorded. And then I go back and look at the transaction and make sure it's listed under the proper category so I have an accurate idea of what I'm spending and what I'm spending it on. Also, one thing that I wanted to point out, it's not technically on the pie chart, but I just wanted to tell everyone about it because it's kind of wild that it happened this month. But I got my credit card stolen, and my credit card was skimmed because I always had my physical card. I never had like my wallet stolen or anything like that. Like I had my physical card, I had been using it the whole month, and I wasn't as on top of my YNAB as I usually am, as I should have been. So I didn't notice until last week, but someone had been using my card to order Uber Eats for the whole month. You always think that you're maybe going crazy or something because it's so weird. I don't really use Uber Eats. It's just so funny that they were just ordering Uber Eats. There were no other transactions that were like out of the ordinary. And if they had been using DoorDash, it would have taken me even longer to notice. But yeah, just wild facts that happened that month. Definitely check your card. Also use a credit card because it is way easier to get your money back if your card number gets skimmed from a credit card than a debit card. And yeah, that's my little PSA. I once again have a little pie chart that shows like the proportions of what I've been spending. And again, this month rent is the largest portion, which is good, fine. Remember, I'm unemployed, so I really don't have that much money coming in. The second largest piece of the pie is vacation because I did buy pretty expensive plane tickets this month. My boyfriend's brother is getting married in Scotland during the summer, so we bought our plane tickets for that. Kind of unavoidable. It will be a fun vacation. Is now the best time for me to be spending that much money on a vacation? I don't know, but we did it. And yes, everything else is like much smaller. All the fun stuff accounts for maybe less than a quarter. I'm not going to do the math this time, but you can see it all. Next, we will go through my spreadsheets again. We have my 1 year of extra income challenge. I got this spreadsheet from someone on TikTok whose name I forgot again, and she's doing a 1 year of extra income challenge. For me, this is not really extra income as it is my sole income as I'm currently unemployed. I am kind of doing some freelance stuff on the side. Once again, I don't love posting explicit details of my money situation online. So right now you're looking at the blank April, and the important parts for like my monthly reset are like my running total and then the suggested tax allotment. There's a little formula in here that just multiplies the total by 0.27, it looks like. That is the amount of money that is suggested to save for taxes. My tax burden will probably be lower, but it's in a high yield savings account. I use Wealthfront. If you're interested in a high yield savings account, it's technically a Wealthfront cash account, but it functions the same as a savings account. It's backed by a savings account that's not sponsored, but I will also have an affiliate link down below for that. Right now the interest rate is 5%, which is pretty high, and if you use my link down below, you will get 1 to 3 months, I think, where the interest rate is 5.5%. That's also linked down below if you're looking for a high yield savings account. But yeah, I just take that suggested tax allotment and then I transfer it to a separate bucket in my savings account because Wealthfront allows you to have buckets, and I just have one that says taxes. And I put that amount in that bucket. So that's part of my monthly reset. Also, I've gone through and updated how much I earned each day and how much time I spent doing my like side main hustles, I guess. The next spreadsheet I'm gonna show you guys is my 2024 reading spreadsheet. I like to have a reading spreadsheet. I do also have Goodreads, but this spreadsheet allows me to get more granular. I know almost every fact about every book that I've read, and I love it that way. I love having statistics like that. Today, I have to add one more book again, which is All About Love, New Visions by Bell Hooks. I gave it between 3.5 to 4 stars. There are some elements that I definitely think are more dated than I thought they would be. She does like a few too many call outs to like celebrities at the time that felt misogynistic, which is not truly what you want from feminist literature. How this book has come into popular culture informed a lot of feminist thought these days, and like how people have been able to take the good of what she said and leave the not so great. So, and that's what I'll say about All About Love. Those are the spreadsheets I wanted to share with you all, and now we will get into my Notion. Two big things on Notion. We have my 12-week year Notion template and my YouTube Notion template that I use to plan out YouTube content. Although last month you could barely tell that I planned anything because I didn't do most of it. This month we will be easier on ourselves. So we have my YouTube dashboard Notion template. I'm not going to show you all of it, but I am going to show you like my hopefully planned schedule for the next 2 weeks from filming this. You can see the red dot. Spoiler, I'm filming this on Tuesday, April 2nd. I tried to plan out my content. Doesn't always work because I don't always make the deadline, I guess, but I'm working on it, working on being more consistent, like I said. So I have different categories for each type of thing, but this is for my Booktube channel. I did an April/magical readathon TBR. This was like not really a script, I just have the books I wanted to include, and then I have a bunch of tags, so it's a Booktube video, so it's a Booktube video. If it was for this channel, it would be a personal video, and then I say if it's a vlog or sit down, this is sit down, I should have been tagged that, but I didn't. Also if it's a short or not. I also have this knitting content thing that I think I might take away, but also I do want to do some knitting content here, so let me know if you're interested in that. I kind of wanted to update my Ravelry in this video, but I don't think I'll have time. Let me know if that's something that you would also be interested in a monthly reset video. So yes, we have these tags to let me know what kind of video it is, and then platform. So we have YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I don't really advertise my TikTok, but I do have it. It should be linked down below, I think, and it's mostly based on like Atlanta content. I live in Atlanta. I do want to be somewhat consistent on TikTok by hopefully including this. I can work on being consistent there. But that's just like a little overview. And then the other Notion page that will be useful for my monthly reset is my 12-week year. So we're gonna get into the nitty-gritty of my goals. First, we can talk about what I did last month. So this is like the weekly reflections part of the 12-week year, which is important. I'm just going to show you an empty one, just basically answering what I got done this week and what did I fail to complete this week. Then I say how many tasks that I had listed for this week, and then how many of those that I completed. You can see here, I wasn't that great, honestly. Week 1, I really dropped the ball. Don't know what happened there. And what I kind of realized towards the end, when I completed half my tasks, but also basically have the number of total tasks, that I just need to be easier on myself. That is like my number one thing. Like, I get overwhelmed so easily, and just having so many things to do makes it really hard for me to just pick a lane and focus, which is the whole point of this 12-week year thing. So the main thing that I've done is cut down the frequency that I need to do things. This way I have a higher chance of feeling accomplished, and feeling accomplished is what gets me to continue to do things. When I feel like I failed, I'm like, oh, there's no point in doing it. So if I give myself small wins, that I feel like will lead to bigger wins for me specifically. So that's the main thing I've done. We have Cracking the Coding interview. I took a break from reading that, but I read it in college when I was first applying to jobs, and I should have reread it, I think, maybe when I started applying to jobs this round, but never too late, I guess. So I'm rereading it just to like see if there's anything I'm missing, basically, and then spending an hour applying to jobs. I now have that at 3 times a week. Of course, I can and probably will do more, but this way, if I don't feel bad about it. 1 YouTube video a week. I have changed this a little bit in my mind so that I include this YouTube channel, because this YouTube channel was supposed to be like a one-off, but now I think I'm hopefully just an idea, just a plan. Bad idea for me to say it out loud, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Like, I'm hopefully gonna like switch off between this channel and my Booktube channel, just because I really enjoy the idea of creating content for this channel, and it's like pretty different from the Booktube channel. But I still have a lot of ideas for the Booktube channel, so I'm not going to stop that at all. So hopefully, cross your fingers, you'll get videos from this channel twice a month and videos from my Booktube channel twice a month. Replot my plans, that's the goal for this week. And 2 week questions, again, 3 times a week. If I do more, great. If I don't, I still feel accomplished. And that's just like a sampling of the first week of the 12-week year. Okay, we have gone through the entire checklist. Here you go. One more thing to do that's not on the checklist. Pulling from this Oracle deck, The Realist Oracle, Finding the Magic in the Mundane, made by Kendra Austin. I pulled a card from this last month and I like doing that. It seemed like a couple of you guys liked that I did it too, so seems like something to continue doing. So this is an Oracle deck, which is kind of like a tarot deck except different, and I really like it. I have enjoyed pulling from it. It is also good for like journaling and just like thinking, pondering stuff about life. So I'm gonna shuffle these really well. So I'll pull one. You can tell me what you think in the comments down below, and I will read you what it says in the guidebook as well. All eyes on you. It has someone in a fancy dress in like maybe a program that says It Girl. It says congrats on the feature, babe, like with flowers being gifted to them. This doesn't resonate as much as a rest card last month resonated. I also did something on the rest card from last month. I did go to the spa like it suggested, which was great. So let's see, 28. Okay, it says this is a fire element card. You are the star, the main character, and the moment. Own every bit of that spotlight. You earned it. Your peers, coworkers, social media followers, clients, and bosses know who is stealing the show right now. This card means you may receive a promotion, raise, award, or meaningful recognition. Don't shy away from a single compliment. Your flowers are long overdue. That feels like hopefully a good omen for this month. As you know, or maybe you don't know, anyway, I'm unemployed. So the only thing I can think of when I hear a card like that is I'm gonna get a job. So cross your fingers for me. And that's that. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want more productivity, maybe cozy lifestyle content. Still trying to figure it out. In the comments down below, leave me a checkmark emoji and let me know anything else you'd like to see from me. I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.